Well, here's 3 big kittens eating. So I'm going to probably order another 6-pack of well, I call it the ParaZapper 6-pack. It's pretty good, handy little zapper. Because maybe I'm going to use this one for motorcycle riding too at the same time. And I was using 9.6 volt batteries some couple years ago with the zapper. Because as you know, rechargeable batteries are, they're usually 8.4 volts. Got somebody walking by. He's curious and paused and ran away. So the 8.4 volt batteries still work pretty damn good as long as you're using the high capacity ones. But they're a little bit less voltage than the standard like alkaline batteries. You know, Energizer, Duracell, whatever the hell it is, Rayovac. So these are actually so good because rechargeable batteries go in increments of 1.2 volts. That's just how they are. So if you get AA's or AAA's or 1.2 volts, it's one of the disadvantages of them. They're a little less than the 1.5 volt alkalines you get. But they still work, you know. They still work because some of the devices are designed to work with that less voltage as long as they got capacity. And the ParaZapper does work well with, keep these contacts away from each other, turn it on. I don't know if you can see it there. Maybe not. It's a little bit bright out here, but the ParaZapper does work well with the 8.4 volt batteries too, the rechargeable ones. But the 9.6, you're going to get a little more output. Actually, it's going to be closer to 10 volts. So you get an extra volt out of them, even using the cheaper zapper. So pretty good way of doing things. The other thing is, though, the other caveat is you got to watch how you recharge the batteries. I use the Bedini Renaissance charger. It's a freaking expensive charger, but does do a very good job of charging the batteries. If I put these batteries in a standard 8-volt rechargeable battery charger, they will not fully charge. So that's another thing you got to watch for. You don't want to use a battery charger that senses when the battery is full, because these cheaper chargers go, well, they'll sense, quote unquote, when the battery's full, assuming that the battery has a capacity of 8.4 volts. So they'll stop charging it. So that's another thing you got to watch for if you're using a battery charger that is designed for 8.4 volts, which is most of them. There goes Dixie. There's a couple big buzzards out here before me. I was worried about my little ones. They're fine though. But you know, if you're using a battery charger to recharge the batteries, and it's a real cheapie. That's assuming that they're 8.4 volts. You're probably not going to get these fully charged again. You won't get them fully charged again. So you got to use the proper charger with the 9.6 volt batteries. And actually, when they're fully charged, they're probably going to be over 10 volts. They're going to be more power than, they're going to have more voltage than standard alkaline batteries. And these also have a lot of capacity at the 270 milliamps. I don't know why they call this 3M AKKU. It's kind of like making you think it's 300 milliamps. It's 270, but it's pretty close. Those are still very powerful batteries. Usually anything over 200 is pretty damn strong. So, but they're also low self-discharge. That's what it said on the advertisement, you know, where I bought them from. I don't see where it says on the package, though. They probably are because, you know, one indication that they are is 100% rechargeable, ready to use. That's interesting. I don't see where it says low self-discharge on the package. That was one of the reasons I got away from using these. And let me double check. Okay, it does say it right there. Low self-discharge. And my guess it is 300 milliamps or something. And country of origin is Germany. These are not Chinese. Another good thing. So, Raynonics, there. Sometimes Chinese stuff is really good. Depends on what it is, but I'm not, you know, I've gotten batteries before where there were 9.6 volts and they weren't that good. I remember the Tenergies were pretty damn good. So these are Ant-Man or something. So, but they're going to be going in this thing. I'll probably throw them in there, right, one of them in there right now. I was always using these Tenergy. These are low self-discharge 8.4 volt batteries, and they did not have low self-discharge 9.6 volt batteries when these low self-discharge batteries came out. They were only 8.4 volts, and I've only been using 8.4 volt low self-discharge batteries in these zappers for the last couple years. And then I saw, the high, I wasn't using a 9.6 because if you leave them around, keep some batteries charged up, you leave them around a little while, you got to keep recharging them, and they don't last as long that reason, because if you got to keep recharging them every month, if you're not using the other ones, it's like whatever. So it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to be ordering another one of these zappers too. So I'll probably have how many zappers would I have? One, 2, 3, 4, 5 ParaZappers. So this one actually is a very good zapper too. Even the cheaper model, the CC2 and the 6-pack, they're excellent too. So if you want to get into trying this, just I like the 10,000 hertz, so maybe a 6-pack. If you want to just get into trying it, then later on get the one that has more frequencies. But if you use it a lot, it's really the key. You got to use it a real lot. Once you use it a real lot, you'll notice the difference. And that's why I'm getting better batteries, because it's extensive use. These will also allow the unit to function much longer. And sometimes these batteries are a little bit bigger, but they look identical. That's another good feature, because sometimes when I got the 9.6 volt batteries, they would not fit in there. So these fit. These are exactly the same height, everything. Fit in here, no problem. So do this one hand. It's closed, right? Just a little more. There it is. And they fit in here, no problem. I had other ones that fit in there pretty damn tight. I was like, God, I guess they pass every freaking test. 9.6 volts, very high capacity, low self-discharge, and not even a couple thousandths of an inch even bigger. It's the exact same size as the regular ones. Like this says 9 volt, 200 milliamps. These are actually excellent, but they're actually 8.4 volts. This is actual 9.6 volts, and it's about 50% higher capacity. The same exact size. And again, it's it's German product. Can't believe this. Got stuff coming out of Germany now. Oh, amazing.